Hi, everyone. Just a short video to explain the organizational ethics case conflict presentation, which is the final um, learning activity in MHA626 during this summer semester. So this is a team activity, the same teams that you've been in, and it's built upon the organizational ethics case conflict synopsis that you submitted. Um, your task as a team is to create a narrated voice thread presentation in the form of a PowerPoint, um, really covering the 5 bullet points below. Provide a summary of the case conflict. How did the conflict impact the organization? How did the conflict impact levels of employees? What legal and ethics themes covered in this course is connected to the case, and what gaps are unknown? Please include a title page. The VoiceThread PowerPoint should be no more than 10 slides, and my rule is that everybody participates somehow. So team members share different slides, different components. You as a team decide who narrates what. There is no necessary format for you to follow in terms of the VoiceThread PowerPoint. I'm a big fan of bullet points. I'm a big fan of, well, it doesn't really what I'm a fan of, but I would send bullet points are important, but I would highly encourage you not simply in the narrated form to read the bullet points. I can certainly read it. You can skim them. The narrated part is where you can, excuse me, add more content, maybe further explanation. The bullet points are a summary. So please do not read the bullet points. The rubric is below, and you can see the criteria, which are the same I just read, and from proficient to unsatisfactory. So everything there, is noted. There is not necessarily a need to have references. You certainly can if you'd like, if they're important, but because these were all cases or conflicts that came out of one of your work experiences, personal experiences, you can refer back to elements of the course, but otherwise there isn't really a need to have an outside reference, a scholarly article. It's really about the team building upon the synopsis. Let me say a word about the 4th bullet point, what legal ethics themes covered in this course is connected to the case. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be everything, but I can already see that in every single one of the cases presented, there's a connection between one of the themes that we've discussed. Right above this recording is another YouTube video about how to develop and create a short VoiceThread shared presentation. So I invite you to watch that ahead of time. All of you, so it's not too hard, but you have to be on the same page. And then one of you, it will make sense. You can designate one person of your team to really bring everything together, sort of manage and put it all together. It's just easier that way, but each of you can then subdivide sections. The last thing I'll say is that before you turn it in as a team, make sure that all the connections, all the parts flow as one, that you're answering all of the areas that need to be covered, that you're looking at the rubric. The most important part here is really developing the content. And please don't feel that, especially because one of you is probably more intimately involved in the case than the rest of your team. There's no need to share details about it. Be as forthcoming as you'd like. It is without certainly naming names or anything like that. That's not necessary. It's really about learning from the conflict and making connections to the organization, to employees, and of course the ethics themes, followed by any questions that remain. Okay, let me know if you have any questions about this, but this is due by Wednesday, August 10th. But just let me know if you have questions, folks. All right, thanks very much. Bye.